podcast.
Yeah, it is.
Never pass on shooter bucks, because that's just meat in the freezer. It's your tag. You hunt how you want.
This guy's all Berkeleyed out over here.
Can't
He's got all his rain gear on. Looks like he just got off the boat.
He did.
Did you go fishing today? Okay.
Were they
Good job.
biting?
Little bit, yeah. I caught a few. I couldn't go fishing on my trip, so I was like, I need to go throw some lines.
You had some pent up fishing
Yeah.
aggression?
Yeah, and I did some very hard hook sets.
Some just ripping lips. I reeled in one gill plate. The tail is gone.
Caught a bass in the wacky worm last night. I was happy about that. It was not big, but it was a bass, and I was excited.
Hell yeah.
But it's because I didn't get to cast because I was managing all three kids on my own. Yeah. Eventually, Jude got snagged up and like his line cut. I was like, "All right, you're out. Process elimination. You are no longer fishing. I'm not setting up another pole right now. So you are now an observer.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Here's a coloring book.
He was such a good sport about it. He caught so many fish off the rip that he was like content.
We did that last week. I was on vacation with my parents up in Conover, and awesome place on Lake Buckataban.
What the fuck did you just say? What'd you call me?
What was that? Watch your mouth. And we had the pontoon and the fishing boat. But when everyone wanted to go out, I mean, there's 8 of us, 6 of us, right? 6 of us. So when we wanted to go out fishing, it was like pontoon. You just take a corner and pray you don't get your ear hook or your face up. And it was fun. The last night, Gus had been using the wacky worm, and we parked in this spot that had like a bunch of weeds coming up pretty close to the surface. It's like 8 to 10 feet deep, cabbage weeds coming up. And he wanted to try this crayfish that I had. And it had a jig on it. I'm like, buddy, this one's going to go down deeper. You're going to snag more weeds. He's fishing next to Grandpa. And he must have made about 10, maybe 11 consecutive casts. Oh, man, he got off. He'd reel it in. There'd be a big cabbage weed. He's like, took me down into the weeds. Oh, I'm going to get him. And Grandpa's just turning to me. We're kind of just having a chuckle. And one time, like, it looked like he had a fish on. But on, like, cast number 12, he catches, like, a 20-inch pike. He's like, I got him. So we had this whole storyline built up.
That's hilarious.
Pretty sure it was cabbage weeds 89% of the time.
But the one time.
But then there was a fish that was like, oh, got him. We got the antagonist. It was great. It was a good trip.
The whole time he thought it was that fish.
But he's pretty sure it was just messing with him. He's coming to get him.
That was my daughter last night. She had a really big hook on, and she wasn't understanding that the little fish that were hitting her bait were able to take it down.
Yeah, they're not going to
So
bite
she's
the
like,
hook.
I'm going to catch that big one that keeps messing with me. I was like, it's a lot of small ones.
Get him. You just go get him, kid. You got this.
She was so steadfast. I was like, just put a different hook on and cast here. You'll catch one. She's like, no, I want this big one.
I admire the perseverance. Go, Logan.
That's pretty great. Well, welcome to the show. Welcome back, Derek. Who? Oh yeah, we had Dan
From
here last week
from the
from
Pro
Whale
Shop.
Tales. I was gonna go over there and buy a hoodie, but I finally decided to outfit myself with this Osseo shirt. It's not doing me any favors on the pectoral. Should probably do some bench presses before I get in here.
We'll do a round of push-ups. next time.
Jeez, running ain't cutting it. I can't run out my bad diet. Unfortunately,
That's the tricky part.
also, I'm not spending my budget, so you can't. What is that? You can't earn a bad budget. You can't outrun a bad diet. All of the things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
You can't out hunt shitty scouting. Is that a thing?
We could have turned that into a real interesting one based on our conversation before this. We could have
Yeah.
really dove off the deep end.
Speaking of Osseo, I'm excited for season because we're gonna put their gear to use.
Yeah, we get some gear.
So really excited about it. Genuinely, I've not had a lot of a very hodgepodgey. I'm still gonna be that way. I don't think anybody can pry my flannel out of my hands. I've convinced myself
You'll
that's
have the
lucky.
Osseo underneath
The flannel. Yeah, for real. With the vest, I've just had 4 layers of different shit. But high quality stuff. Latitude, I got their I bought their Bite bow hanger.
Okay.
I don't know if you have that or not.
I do not.
I just got sick of. I was using this thing that I had from my dad from along the steps, the little J hook steps, and it's a string, and I don't know where one of them went. I think I lent one to Matt, but the knot got weird, and I think I may have another one. I tried to buy some off a guy on eBay. I paid him. He never shipped them, so I never got them. So I was disappointing. I think he kind of told me, I don't really know how to ship these. I was like, it's really not that hard, dude. Just take this address to UPS, and they'll do it. I'll pay you the extra money. And then he he warned me. He didn't
He
do
didn't
it.
figure it out. He's still working on it.
Wasn't a lot
though.
of
He's still
wasn't a ton of
working
money.
on
I was
it.
like, whatever, man. Okay. So it's disappointing. I kind of want him just for like the homage of it too. Like just, oh, this is a very cool thing. Anyway, I got out to my stand a couple times and I'm like, I don't have a way to hang my bow.
That's the worst.
So I just
It's really
Bought
not
that,
that
'cause it-
big a deal, but it feels like the worst
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah. So just I have their gear strap ready and it works with that really well. And so everything's just in one spot. My bag hooks onto the clip that goes up and down. I got my bow hanger. There's all these little like Molly.
So the bow
Kinda-
hanger just clips into one of those Molly.
No, it clips onto the strap itself.
Nice.
So it's got like a little like I don't want to say like a seatbelt, but you just put the strap into
Your
place.
gear strap, it goes
Yeah.
onto that.
Yeah.
So something you're already using.
And then you cinch your gear strap down as you would normally. You just
Yeah.
put that on there, which is really nice because it's small, and compact, and I think there's other products like it, but I'm like, well, I might as well just buy theirs. So that showed up the other day, and I was excited for that. So now I got that all set up in my tree in my front yard with my platform, my sticks. I'm like shooting there. So lots of shooting my bow right now. But
That's excellent.
so shout out to Latitude, Osseo, Rack Hub. Showed up in one of my work meetings. I took a call here. And everyone's like, are you at the studio? It looks great. I was like, because when I have my laptop in front of me, you can actually see all the stuff behind me, which is all the mounts. And Gerber Gear does not let me down, dude. I don't know about you, or at least maybe it's Gus, because he has all of the knives.
I actually got to take one on my scouting trip this weekend. So I
Yeah.
was using one.
They just come in so handy. And I have this one's here, but I have another one at home. The multi-tool. Where am I going here? The clippers. Dane is obsessed with this.
Oh, for fishing, because you went fishing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, can we use this? Can we get the hook out of the mouth? Can we? I was like, bring it on over, buddy. So you have these things with you and you don't realize how handy they actually are. I mean, that's just me, maybe, but I didn't have my knife on the other day and Joel called me a little bitch. So that was fair.
I feel like a little bitch when I forget mine.
Mine's in my bag. It's not on my person, but I do have it. So I'm not
I definitely keep
completely
one of
lost.
my multi-tools
in your car.
in my pack. Well,
Mm.
I think I have one in my car and then one in my like trail cam pack because you always need it for something. Like I have those little homemade DIY camera mounts that I like strap to the tree and
That's
then
right.
like you can angle them. Well, if the bolt gets freaking
too
loose,
stuffy, you
your
need
camera.
something to-
So I like if you don't have a wrench, well, what do? Like
Finger
you can-
tight's not going to be good enough.
Well, not over time. That
Yeah.
And some of the cameras, like our Moultrie ones, which are awesome, but like you can put up to 16 batteries in them. Well, that's freaking
That's
heavy.
a lot of weight.
And that's my little shitty mounts I make. Like,
Those are pretty cool because you helped me out with that one that we hung last year.
Yeah.
Which we put on like a horizontal limb.
yeah, it was like
And
a.
then looking angled down. That
branch.
was pretty great.
Yeah.
No one stole that camera.
It's because you had to be a
Almost
freaking
died
gymnast
getting
to
it
get
down.
up there.
It was
and get
great.
it.
Yeah, you did. It was cool. Anywho, so shout out to everybody that we work with. This looks good, dude. And why is it so bright over here? What's going on with this? Is it the white background?
We have the spotlight on you because you're the star.
Holy cow. Is it tilted toward me? I should turn. Oh, fuck it. It's fine. Who cares? Who cares? I'm just calling out dumb shit. We have a lot of work to do between now and August 15th and then August 22nd. So we have work to do here. We got the bar. We're going to get baseboards put in, finish painting the floor in that room, and then just do a general cleanup. I will actually bring real bathroom supplies and like officially clean it and make it feel a little nice. Might not be a bad idea to invite a wife or two here to help with some of that because they'll be like, "Oh my god, this is back when like you were single and you lived this way,"
This is
and
your college
they'll make it
dorm?
nice. You know, maybe they'll help.
Gross.
So we want to make this place ready for people to come into our doors and like hang out here for the event that you're essentially hosting. Like,
Seminar.
yeah,
Yeah, we got the seminar
thank you.
coming up August 22nd. If anybody's interested, feel free to ask a friend, bring a friend, sign up. We still have some seats available. We have 4 presenters, all of which are pretty damn good at what they're presenting at. So I think it's going to be very worthwhile. And there'll be lunch. There'll be food there. We'll have some drinks. So it should be a really good time. It's our first one. So
What do you think about the e-scouting part of that? Like, what to your knowledge do you think someone would get out of that versus just I don't know? I know how to use OnX or whatever. Like, what?
I mean, so Pierce is really he
Pierce
hosts
knows.
these for Onyx, like e-scouting seminars. So he knows Onyx in and out. Like when I watched him, we're doing one at the Great Dane in Madison
Mhm.
next Wednesday. I never freaking knew that. And I'm like, I got to try that. So he's got a bunch of stuff about how to use this, the tools, different layers, things that are provided that are updating constantly. They're constantly trying to improve it. So he's got a really good handle on that. And then he's going to do a little bit of talking and mapping stuff. And then you're going to get to kind of go inside the mind of a guy who targets really, really, really big deer. And Brian Dombrowski is on some really big deer this year. He's already located a couple freaking giants that he sent photos of. And what he does is he's going to show you what he's looking for, not necessarily as like a mapping tool, but like on the map, what's piquing his interest, how he's thinking about hunting it. So you're going to get like scouting tools, like here's how you use this tool properly to maximize your efforts. And then Brian will probably dive into a bunch of other stuff he uses outside of just mapping tools to locate good areas.
So you and Matt are just going because you want to learn.
I'm not even going to talk because once Pierce and Brian go, what am I going to add?
I don't know.
Nothing. No, Matt's going to talk about.
Would you be more of the
hunting.
MC of this thing, do you think, in your mind? Or what's
Well,
your
yeah,
role in it?
I'll probably have something to say at the end.
You
Like,
preparing anything for this?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to try.
I'm just wondering.
I'm going to try.
Just like putting you on the spot. It's not that as if I don't believe. That's not.
I'm really
but
not preparing much, to be honest. I'm going to go into this as my teacher mentality where I'm literally just going to
Make
ask
sure people
everyone,
understand. Yeah.
what are you most interested in? Do you guys want to hear about marshes? Do you want to hear about up north, like big woods? What? And then
Yeah.
I'm going to share everything I can
Okay.
based on what they say. Where are we at? Are you guys feeling like you're good at finding big deer? Like, is this part easy or do we not need to talk about this? What is it that we want to go over?
Dude, way to go. The teacher part. Did we miss something on the screen there? Did it go by too quick? It's lagging on the YouTube per usual, but go ahead.
Damien Borchardt said, "I'm so sad. I'm busy the day of the seminars."
Well, get unbusy, Damien.
Unbusy that shit, Damien.
Figure it out. Shuffle your schedule around. Unless it's really important. I'm sorry for being an asshole.
Just jump down Damien's back and start beating him.
Yeah.
No, it'll be good. I'm really excited, and I will have some stuff prepared. So I think it's
I
gonna be
won't.
great.
I'm not part of this.
Oh no, you're jumping.
I'm just
gonna be
unlocking the
calling on
door.
you.
I'll make
Yes,
sure
Eric
people are
Clark.
fed. Yeah, right.
No, but everybody will be there. Tyler will be there, right?
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
Pierce,
It should be good.
Tyler, Matt.
I don't know about, is Greg around? Like, is he gonna show up at least? I know he's coming to Film Fest.
Excellent.
So, which that thing is wow. I have to check the Eventbrite, but I'm fairly confident we have more registrants than we've ever had before digitally.
Yeah.
And there's almost always a bunch of people that show up in person that don't
Day of.
register digitally. So I think we're really going to hit where I thought we were going to hit from an attendance standpoint, which could make it very interesting. Now, I did look at the forecast 15 days out, and I don't know how accurate that is. Probably not 15 days out, but basically to the 15th, I mean. And it says for like a 20% chance of showers, not storms, showers. So it might rain, and I don't know. We might just have to deal with that. But also, the new Horicon Marsh Archers indoor range and like clubhouse is new and quite more robust than what it formerly had before. So even if it does, I think we'll need to just think a little bit about a potential plan B if it's raining in such a way that feels like I don't want to go on that.
Well, yeah, we might have
but-
to shuffle around because I think last year went much better where we kind of had like a start shooting time
Mhm.
and then a wrap it up shooting. So you can come into the clubhouse and we can do all of the
Yes.
giveaways and the raffles. And then everyone was kind of able to be there. Where in years past, it was kind of like, well, we're going to do it now. Hopefully people come in. So we may just have to shuffle around like when stuff gets done, because if it's raining hard enough where people
just
can't
have
go
to-
out and shoot, we just got to
We can react.
get to some indoor stuff earlier.
I went to the Ojibwa Founders Day shoot this past weekend on Saturday. I think it was on Saturday. It was great.
Cool course.
Cool course. I like, there's a snapping turtle. I'm like, I've never seen one of these before. What? Like, so Joel, he freaking like, he shot it first and he's like, ah, shit, I missed. I'm like, what do you mean you missed? He's like, what? I was like, what were you shooting for? I don't know. It's a snapping turtle. I went for the head.
Was it really small?
Yeah, but then he missed it. He lost his arrow. It had a Luminoc on it, and
So
then we
where
couldn't
were
find
you
it.
supposed to shoot?
The middle of the shell, which is what I did. I just
Was
thought,
it a broadside turtle? Was it like
He was like,
what
it was
he
like a
doing?
roaring turtle. Like it was kind of
Oh.
like angled toward you a little bit. So it was like,
charging
yeah, it's kind of
charging.
strange.
sniper.
But I was like, well, he just lost his arrow. So like, I'm I'm going for the middle. Like, I'm not messing around. It's also a pretty bold move. Neither of us brought a rangefinder because I didn't put that part together. I don't know why I didn't consider that. And we didn't, other than that one arrow from him trying to take a headshot at a turtle, no one lost any arrows.
Well, that's really good.
And I only had 2 with me.
You were living
Bold-
dangerously.
Very dangerously.
How many targets? 15?
I don't know.
20?
We did a bunch. And then it started getting like dark. I was like, let's just try to find our way out of here.
Well, hey, I'm glad you got the chance to shoot. Were you fairly happy with the
Very,
performance? New
yeah.
bow, new sight, new everything.
Yeah. And with rangefinder, which I would encourage people to give that a shot. Use your instincts a
very
little bit,
good
because it's
practice.
not an instinctive bow, but the instinctive like assessing the range. You're just kind of guessing a little bit. And that was cool.
Did you like,
I was
were
good.
you like pacing or like looking at like, okay, that's 10, or how
It
did
was
you
just
do it?
straight
Just freaking,
eyeballing.
like,
It was just
that
straight
feels
up like
41
feels like
and
20.
a quarter.
Yeah, basically it was like, I don't think anything was beyond 40. That was cool. I shot at the like a practice range. So I shot that a few times, so I like knew what those ones were, because that's a 20, that's a 40. And I had just gotten my stuff set to 40 when we were together shooting last week. So
Sweet.
been getting some reps in. It feels good.
When I shot with Matt, he kind of had a system there where he would do it in like 10-yard increments. You know, he'd look at 10 yards pretty easy, and then he'd look beyond that. Okay, we're looking at like 36, which I thought was a pretty good way to do it.
Interesting.
I liked it.
He's a good shot. I would trust his judgment. Greg would not trust my judgment, but I think I have traditionally been really good at judging range. And I had some pretty good marksmanship skills with iron sights. So I feel like
Yeah.
But I can't land in the nighttime. So I've lost that ability.
That's what they make flashlights
That's
for.
gone. Yeah. I feel like when you're with me, you're just like, fuck, this is gonna be a long night with Eric.
What? I don't think I've shared many night hunts.
I guess not. But
Barely
you've been-
ever.
yeah, one, like maybe a couple times we've walked out or paddled out, or like we've like, when I helped drag your deer the one time, I was convinced we were going the right way, and you're like, it's this way, dude. I was like, really?
Yeah, it was also your first time there. You know what I mean? Like, it's
I
tough in the
guess.
dark. You walk by, all the bushes look the same in that shit.
They really do. Yeah.
I think I did to convince you and Tyler that we were going the right way.
Both of us. Oh god, Twiddledee and Twiddledum.
No,
You're like,
I was very
this is
grateful
who
you
showed
guys
up to help me
came.
drag the deer. Jesus Christ.
I was very
Derek's like, I'm in
helpful
for a
to you
night of
guys.
work with these two bozos.
No, it was wonderful. It was really
Uh-huh.
fun.
Uh-huh.
Caleb was there.
I know we did the gun hunt drive. Like, you guys were way ahead, and we're like, oh man, these guys are really moving fast. Derek's got little legs. How is this possible? How is he that far ahead of us? Shouldn't be this hard.
Well,
We were so winded.
my little legs were buried most of the time because freaking Quinn and I went way up to the north, and we both ran up to our crotches in freaking mud. It, it all just like got snow on it.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's all frozen and hard. And also, I'm like, you in? He's like, oh, I'm in.
Well, I went through that similar experience, but I turned myself around, didn't realize it, and I ran to footprints. I'm like, that's weird. There's been another. Someone's been here before, and then I was like, "It was me." I went in a circle. How did this happen? I was so dumbfounded.
Oh, that's funny.
It's like the time my uncle crossed the thing. I was like, "How'd you get over here?" To my dad. My dad's like, "I've been here. You just went in a circle."
I didn't move.
Do you guys? Yeah, I do practice. So in hunting season, I will take a cold shot with broadhead, just to feel good leaving the house, or feel like I can't leave the house and I gotta reinvent my life. But that's been I don't know, something I've been doing over the last maybe 3 seasons now, because as you're hunting in season, the stuff we go through, I think, is detrimental to your bow setup.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty critical to keep shooting your bow, but I like the cold shot because it's like a one and done. That's how it's going to go in the real world. You let it rip and you just, okay, that was good. Yeah.
Doing 1 or 2 arrows in the morning before you leave for work in the
Mhm.
backyard, really easy to do. Like if you're going to set out to shoot 20, that's time
Yeah.
consuming. But if you're like, I'm going to freaking rip one, just see if I can get it close, see if the bow's still on, it's very doable. And if you just leave your target out in the same spot, leave the bow in the garage or, somewhere where you can get at it quick.
Yeah,
That's
for me, it's the
probably-
side of my house. It's one of the few spots that I can get away with it based on where I live. I live in a subdivision where it's not a lot of space.
Well, you're in on a hill.
I'm on a hill.
So you
and
don't really have a hill to shoot
my
into either.
backyard's butt up to all these other because we're in a circle. I literally live on a circle road.
Like it's
So,
named the circle, right?
Yeah, but I'm not in the outer circle, so
You're on the
I
inner
don't have a
circle.
real backyard.
you're in the
I'm
inner
on Inner
circle.
circle.
It's pretty
Yeah, it's great. I
tight-knit.
can see everyone else's back of the house where they spend all their time. Found the dead squirrel in my soffit today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if that's the only one. There's no way it is. I'm certain there's another one in
Have
my
you
walls.
done something to incur this killing? Are you killing them off or?
No, yeah, we had roofers
Natural
out today
Oh.
to finally fix the problem that's been plaguing my life for the last 2 years.
Did they say like, oh my God, you got a
Yeah, it's
freaking
just like there's
colony
a
in
dead
here.
squirrel over there. I was like, I'll deal with it. Thanks. So I went and got the shovel and put in a garbage bag. But yeah, new roof. What are they called? Something tails. Something
I don't know. Shit.
underneath the soffit. They took all the soffit down, took the gutters off, and then are they called dovetails? I don't know what they're called. Roof tails, rafter tails. They're called rafter tails. So
Squirrel tails in
all
your
new
case.
rafter tails put on, new soffit, and then gutters go on tomorrow.
Cool.
Because as you remember, my basement flooded that one time.
Yeah.
Because the gutters, pouring all over there.
Well, I'm
that was
glad
when the
you're-
podcast was in the basement, and we're like, "There's water coming in here."
Oh yeah, I remember. That was not good. Well, hey, you'll be fixed up, squirrel free, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I gotta get an exterminator up there, and then once it's all like closed off, I'm like, "Can you just make sure they're all out of here and like then cut everything up?"
Seal this shit off.
Yeah.
Quarantine. Bug bomb.
Yeah.
Pull the pin and run.
I know I'm just kind of going over like general news and stuff and catching up. I want to get to your scouting that you've done because you covered a shit ton of miles. But I am actively working right now in the cracks and crevices of life and work and family and this to bring another podcast on board. So we've got a verbal and signed commit, and we're going to be rolling forward however long it takes me from this day forth to do all the onboarding stuff. But we're going to be
Exciting.
rolling forward the small game podcast on our network. So
Frick yeah.
for those that don't know or haven't realized, or maybe you're new here, we do have a whole network of podcasts. You're one of them, Dropping Pins, which is now on this feed back again this season. Raving reviews. Everyone's like pretty jacked about it. Your last
Woo!
guest was amazing.
Yeah, he was great. Kyle was awesome.
Yeah. So super fun. I believe Wild Strength, she's going to be coming back on soon. She took a bit of a break, new career change, lots of life reshuffling around. So she's like, hey, I'm not gone. I'm just on a break, navigating life. I think Elk Don't Exist. He's putting stuff out. Boyer's been crushing it.
Yeah, he's
Trapper
doing a
will be
lot
back.
of cool stuff.
Southern U, and then we got Matt with OKS Fisher. He's doing a video one next week. So like everyone's kind of doing their thing still. We're all still here doing this stuff.
You
and
know, we
it's
got to
great.
get Tubbs on that small game podcast.
Oh, I love that.
That would
Yeah.
be the best.
Yeah. That'll be fun. And the host is I think he listens or has been listening because now he's trying to like figure out who we all are. He's not young, and I'm not young, but he's older than us.
Sweet.
So he's got a lot of experience. He is a known writer in the industry, and he works for a really large firearm manufacturer and has for the tenure of his career. So got a really good head on his shoulders. And when I asked him if he had listened to our stuff and like what he had thought, because I'm like, we're doing this dance, we're doing this like trying to figure each other out because I'm all about fit. And he's like, what I love most is no ego. And I was like, that's what you picked up? That's amazing because
Good work.
that's
Clark.
awesome.
Good
so
work, Clark.
he's like, I'm drawn to that. I was like, that's what we
That's the goal.
so it's just kind of working. It's the system just kind of it works on itself. The brand just does what it's supposed to do because of how we've all collectively done things. So I'm very enthused about it. And speaking of squirrels, I want to go away. That's where this
Did you bring him on because you're like getting a second
like somebody's
opinion on the
Achilles-
roof?
Somebody's a kill these damn barmen, man. This is ridiculous.
So where do you hunt them when they're in like the upstairs?
I tried to wait them out a few times, dude. They wouldn't come in
They're
there when I was in
freaking
there. I was in
cheeky
my
little
bedroom in my
bastards.
attic, like on a ladder, just waiting. And Holly's like, I think she ruined it one time because it was about to come back in, and she called me. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Damn it! I was just this close."
I waited
I'm
2.5
so mad.
hours.
She's like, "Well, you've been gone for like 20 minutes." I was like, "Yeah, I've been sitting here waiting."
I'm hunting.
Like, just get a freaking wrist rocket up there, Like,
That'd be sweet. Those
oh,
little like the
BBs you
stainless
can get
steel
for 'em.
pellets.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
the
can-
BBs.
F some shit up, man, for real.
Can
Anyway.
I bring guns?
Dude, when I was a kid, having a wrist rocket in the fall time felt like that's what you're meant to do as a boy.
I wield all the power.
Do you have one? Do your kids have one?
No.
Not yet.
No, I haven't like an old. I don't even know where it is, but I used
But
to.
like you have to have the one a wrist that
oh,
had
mine
the
had
support of the
oh, shit,
wrist.
I mean, you could pull. That
I would break bands, dude. I'd be buying bands all the
60
time.
Inch draw
Just knocking down
right through
cans.
3 squirrels in a row.
And you could hear it too. You could hear it flying through the air. Oh my God, so cool.
We were talking about killing squirrels this weekend because Bo went to go put
So
batteries.
you too. Wow, we're on the same
His
wavelength.
cameras, he leaves them up all year on their private lease, and he was going to put new batteries in.
Ah.
And he said, "I've never seen a camera this destroyed by squirrels.
What do they do to it?
They chewed all the plastic off the front-facing exterior, and the entire antenna was not taken off. It was chewed to nothing."
Was it a cell cam?
Yeah.
This
It's a
goes back
cutty
to the
back.
tinfoil hat wearing comment that
But
we
it
were back
wasn't
and forth
just
on.
the antenna, because the antenna gets a lot of attention from critters. Bears
Just
love
'cause
the
it's sticking
freaking
out.
antennas.
But I'm saying, is it giving off a signal that's driving them crazy that they need to go end the signal so they're going to attack it?
There's a movie like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Kids movie where they put up those noise
cell phone
makers.
things.
Yeah.
What's that called? Switched or something, or
yeah,
swapped, or
swapped.
whatever. I don't know.
But I think they're onto something. Maybe those things are cell cameras. But yeah, one of his cameras was completely like the housing, everything plastic was gone.
Wow.
Which I've seen like them chew a little bit, but this thing was.
Did he have a lot
frickin'-
of footage of the squirrels then too? Obviously, like going at it.
I don't know.
Interesting.
That'd be really cool footage.
Hey, our phone lines are open. We're going to get into some stuff. So if you're watching live, you can call in. The phone number's on the screen, 262-757-4122. David's manning the line. So if someone comes through, he'll let us know. And if you're listening and this is post live stream tomorrow or some other day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever you listen, know that we do accept calls. So if you want an opportunity to chat with us, ask questions, share stories, this is a great way to do it in addition to the comments on the screen.
Outdoors on Instagram said whatever fit in the strap of the slingshot was getting used as
Oh,
ammo.
Yeah, a lot of rocks.
Yeah, sometimes you pick like the really messed up shaped rocks to see if you could like curve them, like in that movie.
You could.
That movie
little bit-
with
oh,
Angelina
Wanted?
Jolie, where you could
Wanted?
do this and you could like shoot around
Curve the bullet.
corners.
That movie was awesome. When he smacked that dude in the face of the keyboard and it spelled out "F-U," it was like one of the best scenes ever.
Epic directing.
It really
right
was
there.
cool. That was a- that was
Now I
pretty
gotta get a
dope.
wrist rocket.
Did you see the post I put out the other day of you want to come help me blood track a deer? And then it was like, well, I'm at work, but I can quit.
Yes. I'm at work right now, but I can quit.
Just like
That's the kind of
that's the
enthusiasm.
energy I want. Like you don't have to do it, but I want you to bring that energy for real.
Yes.
That's what I'm after.
I will.
Yeah, thank you. You should quit your fucking job. If I text you for a blood trail, I expect everyone to show up.
I will puke. I'll make myself puke on the floor. I gotta go.
Yeah, what's it like? You can shit your pants. You can't stay if that happens. I've had a problem. I've pooped. I need to leave.
I shat myself. Goodbye.
Okay, so you were in Illinois.
Yeah, this past weekend we did our August scouting trip.
When are we
which
gonna
is
get Bo here?
Hopefully soon.
Okay,
It's a drive for him.
I know.
You know,
He can sleep at your house. He can sleep at my house. He can sleep here.
he freaking works or something. What a loser.
He can quit his job. When I ask you to be on the podcast, you quit your job.
Quit your
Okay?
job.
I'm kidding.
And we should get him and Blake, his cousin, down here.
That would be cool.
Yeah. It was my buddy Adam didn't make it down this weekend, but
Oh,
usually it's my
I
buddy
hear a lot
Adam,
about him being awesome. So
Bo and Dave. And man, we're just really lucky that like we go down for shed hunting, we go down in August, and then we go down hunting. We get 3 deer camps a year. Like it feels like deer camp every time we go. So like it's
Yeah.
August, it's 80 degrees, but like it's
because there's
deer
nothing else
camp.
on your agenda. You're
We
just
all
doing
go
this
down
thing.
there and freaking just crush as much stuff as we can. Like
Yeah.
he's got an agenda. I've got this agenda. I've got all these spots I want to get to. You just bust your ass all day. No one comes in for lunch. Like it's like you're hunting. Then you come in, everyone's tired. You're like, how'd it go? Like, what was the story?
You're all
Everyone
comparing
tells
notes
the
then.
story of the day, go over maps, what we did, blah, blah, blah. And then like have a drink, make dinner, then watch hunting videos. It's deer camp. Like it
That's
was
amazing.
freaking awesome.
When you work that hard individually on a shared piece of public, like
Well, this time
are you
I
guys
was,
strategizing as a group and then
I was
going
the
out
only one
individually?
on public this time.
Okay.
Adam wasn't there. He'll be hunting the public with me. Dave is actually going to get to hunt the private this
Okay.
year. He blew out his ACL, as you know.
Yeah.
So
Sucks.
Bo was like, dude, just come.
Make it easy.
Come hunt the
Don't
private.
kill yourself.
Yeah,
Sure.
let's, because he knows what it's like on the public. It's tough. So he's going to get to hunt there. But like, I'm taking suggestions. We're looking at areas. So Dave even had a couple cell cams he brought down that he was like, dude, I want to know if this buck made it. Can you go like
Oh, that's
put this
cool.
up in this
Yeah.
spot and we'll like share camera. So I put 2 cameras up for him, but really he's putting them up for me to get the
Yeah.
intel. And then I think I hung 11 in total
Wow.
over a very big area.
Do you get some of those new mulch trees out? The solar cams
Got
out, or
all my mulch trees are out
Cool.
in Illinois.
Excited to see how that works for
which is
you.
pretty sweet. 2 solars, yeah, and Edge 3. So I covered a lot of ground. It was really good. Some stuff that I've hunted before, I've walked before, and I covered some brand new stuff that I've never been on before. Actually jumped like $9 while I was scouting,
That's a
which
lot
is
of bucks.
pretty sweet. And one of them was very large, very big. That got me very excited. I came down this there's like a bunch of horse paths or like walking trails and shit.
Mhm.
And I'm walking down, and all of a sudden I see this buck looking at me. So I take out the cell phone and I'm filming him, and he's like a nice little 8-pointer. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And he takes off down the hill, and I like run down the hill to get a better angle of him. And he like runs off, and I'm like, oh, that's sweet. Turn off my camera. And then all of a sudden, big bastard just comes out, and he's not running. You know, the little one, he's bounding and running.
Okay.
This one is old enough where he's annoyed that I was there. You know what I mean? He knew he was safe. And he was just like lumbering, just like slowly.
I don't want to move, but I
Big
damn
freaking
you.
body and just points freaking everywhere. He was a big
Still
boy.
velvet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How do you are you, I'm just curious. Are
Yeah.
you trying to age that buck on hoof as you see him, and or are you thinking of like inches, like how when you just see a deer
Yeah.
like that, are you like, oh, I'm asking because are you to the point where I think you are. Yeah, that's a 4-year-old and he looks like he's 160 or whatever. Like, are you able to back a napkin it that fast with the deer that you're seeing like that?
I mean, kind of.
Because we
but
say it's big and it got you excited, and you've seen 19 freaking bucks. Like, well, okay, what's going on here with this guy? In your
this
mind?
was the oldest buck I saw all day.
Okay.
It was a big old deer. That's what the most exciting part was. It was like this was a mature deer. Like just the way he moved was different than every other deer I saw. The way he like navigated was just like you could just tell.
So you're like, I want to hunt you because you're going to be hard to
and
hunt.
he had a huge rack. Don't get me wrong, but like I didn't even really like. I just knew it was that one's big enough, right? Like that is a really really good deer. So it's freaking beginning of August. I wasn't gonna like stick all my cameras around that spot because he's feeding in a summer pattern there. Like I am gonna be down there at the end of October. It's a long time from now. The deer are gonna shift, but I was like, good to know that he feels the spot safe. So I'm like, I'm gonna take a look around. So one of the spots, like it wasn't terribly far from an idea of where I wanted to put a camera. So I put a camera there, a couple 100 yards away, and then that was like down in the bottom. And then I wanted to get one on this big ridge that was close to where he was. So I found some oak tree acorns,
Mhm.
where it looked like these oaks were holding some acorns. There's a couple fresh small ones on the ground from like a rainstorm. And I was like, well, if these are dropping and he's still in the area, he'll probably come through. There's a big wash going up this giant ridge. All the trails kind of funnel, opens up. So I threw a camera there, and I only put 2 in that area. I was like, well, be 2 months. If he's in the area, he'll walk by. I just need to know he stays here after he sheds velvet.
Sure.
I don't need velvet photos. Could go put one on the field. Not going to matter much. Just want to know where he is once velvet comes off.
It's cool.
And then I kind of spread and I put my cameras in lots of different areas, more spread out than normal this year. But I think it's because I'm just learning
It's a
the
cool data collection.
I know the
exercise.
property a lot better than I used to. So like the areas that I'm putting them, like I kind of just want to know what's in each area.
Mhm.
And then like I kind of know where I need to be and where I should scout once I get down there. And then my buddy Adam, who didn't get to go, I also wanted to have like backup spots. Like, hey, we're spread out, so like we don't have to like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Just put
Hunt
all
atop
our
each
eggs
other.
in one
Right, right.
basket. Yep, you go over here, go over here. So my information is their information and vice versa. So it's a good system.
I like that.
Yeah, it's really good, really fun.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
I,
it's good.
I saw that Onyx has like this new buddy feature too now.
Maybe
and
Pierce can
baked
teach
in.
me about it.
So yeah, right. Like if you're all on the same property, it's kind of interesting. I know. I think Spartan Forge had that too, Blue Forest Tracker or something like that.
Yep.
That they had. I'm assuming they still have it. I have something like that in the works. I don't know if it's ever going to get done.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be out
It's
already.
so close. Like, I think what happens is our dev takes a while to get to because it's a side project,
Mhm.
and then we stress test it, and then like by the time we stress test it, something else in the marketplace has
changing.
changed, and they have to remap to it. Which that's a normal cycle when you're live, anyways. You have to continuously be. That's why there's always app updates. Things are always changing. But like the mapping application, something had updated, and then it broke something else. I'm like, we're right there, but we're not. And it's a one-trick pony. So I like this is a very unique thing we're working on solving, and it's I actually think I'll take a second on this because I guess maybe now we're talking about it. There's so many apps coming online in the deer hunting category. I'm getting pitched people wanting to be on the podcast left and right because
About
they
their
want to talk
apps?
about their app, but their app is an AI generated or it's called vibe coding. So they're just vibe coding apps, which is awesome to solve a unique thing or whatever. But there's so many of them coming on into the market that like I can't take a lot of them too seriously yet. I'm afraid that people will think that that's what mine is. But if I can't vibe code mine because there's like database implications. How is the database stored? Is the information secure? How is that database called? When it is called, how is it filtered through this feature that we apply to inform a heat map? And like, how do users coexist together in this space? What does that server look like in that environment when they're on the live? Like there's a dev environment there and a DevOps like pipe that exists in such a way that I don't know that I could vibe code it. I could vibe code some generic functionality and like have it do its thing. But by the time it got to market, I think it would like fail all of Apple's stringent rules. They're really strict in what they let in. So we're already approved in the App Store. We just have to turn the shit on, but we have to make sure it's working right. And the guy that's doing it is so particular. His name is Joe, that it's got to be right. And so I'm a little bit like, it's got to be live and we'll figure out.
Let's fix the car while it's moving.
We'll get like people will stress test and use it. So I have a user group of, I think 55 people primed and ready to test. Once we get there, I just don't want to have those people go download Test Flight and start using it if I don't think we're like ready to go full in. Otherwise it's going to become very stale data. So anyway, we're really close.
Maybe this is an unfair question to ask because it hasn't necessarily launched yet.
I mean,
I'm sure it's crossed your
entity,
mind.
but yeah.
Is this something you see as being a standalone app, or is this something you see as being potentially purchased and added into
I don't know.
catalog of a pre-existing app?
I don't know. I don't have too many hopes and desires because I want the market to tell me what this thing is. And if it's adopted by the market in such a way that like there's a lot of users and it starts to really signal like, whoa, this thing's getting a lot of traction, then there's different conversations that can happen. But I'm not trying to become a tech CEO. I think that's maybe where I wanted to go 10 years ago with this when I was kind of like getting into it. At least that's what I maybe had thought. So I don't know that someone else could bake it into their offering or not, because this app is going to market with a very specific proposition and or value proposition and message. So if you buy in and subscribe to this thing, you kind of like already raise your hand that you're okay with this activity happening. If a larger company that's never said those things suddenly has this, like it could become problematic. Like you can't just now take your whole user base and throw them into this thing if they never agreed to that. So I think it gives us a unique space to play in. And I think we're solving a problem that hasn't been addressed. I've looked at a lot of like university studies. I have access still for my like what's it called, my alumni college access stuff to all the scholarly articles that exist. And there's like one ever, and it's shitty. It doesn't really even do what I'm asking it to do, but there's been no deer tracking collar data that's been compared to how hunting pressure impacts the herd. Like that's not a study that's existed. So you can see, and from the DNR's perspective, who purchased a license and in what county, and you can see where they tag the deer in what county or DM, like whatever management area. You don't know literally where they put their boots, whether they tagged or didn't tag, and how that all shook out. And I think there's a little bit of a delta of a gap that I think the academia side would be interested to know, because that's a question that has been posed. Does hunting pressure impact deer herd, and to what degree? And I think we as hunters would love the answer to that question. I think we freaking know it
all the time.
I think we believe that it has an impact, but to what degree? And that brings me up to some other bullshit point that has nothing to do with anything in the price of tea of China, which is, I just had this thought. I was daydreaming while you were talking about this thought of like, what if you just freaking frequented a public property so much in such a way that like you wore cologne? I'm making this up. And you did so in such a way to like, I've heard that deer know who other deer are based on they can smell at the molecular level. So they know that it's Pat and Susie that were at that rub or whatever. They have familiarity because of the scent glands. I wonder if deer go, that's a human scent. Oh, that's a human scent I've smelled before. And if that's a human scent that I'm comfortable with because it's always been back here doing stuff, but it's never posed any immediate threat to me. Like, do you think you could, this is a hypothetical bullshit question. I don't have like, it's very rhetorical in some degree, but do you think you could desensitize the deer enough to like your literal scent if you just really tried to do that thing for a year?
There's a guy who talks about this. It's
Really?
an older gentleman. I do not remember his name. Someone maybe who's listening can comment. But there's a guy who that's his whole shtick was on his properties he hunts. He goes out there every day. He'll like hang his clothes up in the trees and stuff.
Just
And like
desensitize
he'll
you.
just go for walks around and just like once they know that I'm not a threat, it's eliminating that whole response that they have, a wild animal has to something that's new and potentially scary or like, dangerous. So that was his whole shtick.
Did it work for him? Do you know? Like,
So
did he kill deer?
I mean, according to him, he did. It worked. You know what I mean?
I feel like logically it would have to work.
I also feel like it's hard to differentiate because like hikers,
If they can smell that
hikers
good
and
and it's the
hunters-
same smell.
hikers and hunters are doing different activities in the woods. Like someone who's hiking, their gait is different. So it sounds different.
There's that. Yeah.
The volume level of their vocal is different than hunters, but you're also carrying different stuff. And I think that wild animals learn that the smell of what hikers are bringing in the woods, like that
Yeah, if you go off
probably is
they'll
not-
watch people go by on trails and shit.
alert
Like,
number
they'll-
2.
well,
out of
there's a
10.
bike path right here.
But
We
when
go out
they
there and the
smell
deer
like
would be right
fresh
fine.
earth dirt wafers on camouflage, they're like, oh shit.
Something's going down.
Alert 8. Jeff got
That's
8.
funny.
Like there's probably some.
So does REI have a
correlation.
cologne?
What is the hiker clone? Is that your new? We need a product developer. We need a hiker stink.
We'll just make
Granola,
a new
rub
brand.
granola
Yeah.
wafers all
Oh my
over.
God. Yeah, get the Nature Valley scent all up on you.
Little peanut butter under your ears.
Got a new brand we call it Desensitized. And it's just a way to desensitize yourself to all the deer. You'll kill more deer when they think you're not a threat because you're some pansy ass, that's a crunchy granola bar eating MFer with your walking sticks. I don't mean to be disparaging hikers. I have no problem with it.
It'll come in like a deodorant stick, like Evercalm.
Evercalm.
You just adopt the scent. This is Billy,
Deer
a
calm.
42-year-old hiker from Utah.
There are scents like what's the scent you put? Like it's not eucalyptus. There are scents that melatonin is the thing you take, but there are certain scents that like make you sleepy or
Mhm.
calm you down. I don't know what the actual scents are, but they exist. If I could figure out what that is for deer, like nose jam is all vanilla, right?
I think
'Cause it's
mostly, right?
Scent confusion or some shit, whatever they preach.
Disrupts their nose jamming detection.
Look, if I'm going to be picked
centers.
out regardless, I probably would go that direction because I'd rather not smell like BO or dirt. I'd rather just like smell like vanilla.
Maybe our wives would like it better if we came home smelling
Smelling
like vanilla.
Yeah, yeah.
Something not
I'm
that
like, whatever.
bad.
If he's gonna bust me, like I might as well take a shot at like whatever the hell this is preaching. Like it's better than the alternative, in my opinion. But I'm also not trying to stink like vanilla everywhere. But if it was something that put the deer at ease,
The desensitized.
that's what it's called. It's called deer ease.
Deers.
Ease into your hunt.
I mean, that's obviously a thing. The desens. I mean, I don't know about at an individual level like we're talking about, but you think about like
Well, here,
deer
so-
around southeastern Wisconsin compared to deer in northeastern Wisconsin.
Mhm.
Who experiences more people? Which ones are going to run first? How close can you get before they run? It's southern Wisconsin. You can get way closer.
yeah,
Even if it's a wild deer on like huntable property,
Yeah.
you can get much closer than if you're at a deer who only experiences people twice a year.
sure.
That deer's freaking not
Well,
waiting.
listen to this. So, like, I think I don't know why I know this fact. I don't know where it came from. Maybe it's from the Wild Kratts or something. Because my kid watched
Great show.
that stuff, or like whatever it was before it was the Wild Kratts. Cats smell at that molecular level, I believe, and like, no joke, and you have probably experienced this, but my cat Gus smells every human's forehead that walks into our house, assuming that the human lets him do that. But that's his desire. Has he done this to you? Has he sniffed your forehead? He gets up on the table, he
I
starts
mean, I'm
meowing.
pretty short, but I'm not. That
What he is
short.
after is sniffing a forehead. I don't know if you have, he does this to literally everybody. It's really weird. So anyone that's been to my house and like hasn't been over in a while, they're like, okay, Gus.
I mean, I
Here's
think
my
I picked
forehead.
him up once.
So he does this and he'll like,
Maybe I don't remember.
apparently there's like, we have a certain scent. So he's identifying, do I literally know exactly who you are or not?
Hmm.
It's like a validation thing. And so I'm like, dude, deer must know if
Cat
it's
comment?
that person. Yeah. How you have 8 of them, right?
Yeah,
So I don't know.
I'm a pro.
Any calls?
Brian.
Oh, I saw the thing
Akers-
for a second.
Brian Akers asked, "What's the call-in topic?"
Why do you hunt? Why did you not necessarily get into it, but like what is in your bones with hunting? Why do you hunt? That's a question I'm going to be teeing up here to ask Derek any moment now. But if someone wants to call in, go nuts. I'll take my phone off mute and we will take a call. Or if you agree with any other random shit we've talked about so far, you let me know. Why do you hunt, Derek?
It's time. Just be prepared because let's see.
Bear Newcomb left his T-shirt in a stand the night before they killed the black bear for that exact reason. Interesting.
Oh, thank you, Calder.
So I don't know if I do it the night before hunting because then I would scare it away completely, but all right. You let me know when it's all set. You're live on the phone or on the show. Can you hear us? Did you get it? Are you sure? There it is. I think we hear a car. Hello? You're live?
Hello?
How you doing? We got you. I can hear you.
What's up, guys?
How's it going? Can you hear us okay?
Is that Big Brian?
Yeah, my shit wouldn't connect to my car.
Bluetooth.
Dude, that's always what messes me up when I'm talking to someone
Every
and you get
time.
in your car and then it just lives in limbo somewhere and it's like yelling in between your phone and your car.
I'm like, hold on. It's switching. I'm so sorry.
What's up, buddy?
Nothing. Haven't called into the show since, a little while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. How's the volume on that?
It has been a minute. Honestly, I didn't have anything to talk about, but Instagram told me you were live, so I figured I'd call.
Well, don't worry, because we have a question for you, which we haven't even, it's our topic, but we haven't talked about it yet, but we're going to ask you.
Okay.
Go ahead, Eric.
Why do you hunt? It's a deep question.
Why do I hunt?
Yeah.
Well, because I didn't make it to the pros and I gave up slow pitch softball and it's my only other hobby.
It's the only hobby you have. It's a good hobby. It's
Fair.
a valid reason to go do it.
So, yeah, I mean, offensive linemen from Platteville, they typically don't make the NFL. So,
You never know.
Did you go to school for engineering at Platteville? They're known for that, right?
oh, I knew pretty quick.
I dig
But
it.
I got cut from the Canadian League.
Is that real? I feel like
so
I shouldn't be
gave it up.
laughing.
No, I did. I got cut. It only took them like 45 minutes to cut me.
What did you do?
You didn't smell like maple syrup or what? Too much nose jammer.
I don't know. I guess they took some guy from northern Michigan instead. And I was like, you don't know what you're missing.
Suckers. Losers.
You got how's your upcoming deer
Danny.
season shaping up to look like? What are you expecting realistically?
Well, behind the eight ball is an understatement.
Yeah. I hear that.
I since last deer season, my wife doesn't work anymore, so I'm working 3 jobs. And then we got the kids that are just absolutely balls to the fucking wall all the time.
I feel that.
I got my oldest just turned 4 and my youngest turns 3 in a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's a thick season.
Yeah, and I mean I just put my fall plots in yesterday actually.
Nice work.
Didn't get home till midnight.
Jeez. Did you get any ticks?
Yeah, but I got a late start because usually I wake up at 5 if I go to the farm. But yesterday I didn't get on the road till almost 9. And it's like a 90-minute drive from my house. Then I had to mow the yard, and Derek's seen my crack den cabin. He knows what we're dealing with.
It's a nice place. The mice really enjoy it also.
No squirrels though.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. I think the squirrels would chase the mice would chase the squirrels away.
We got a groundhog that lives under the porch named Otis.
Oh, it is.
Well, you know what's for dinner.
Yeah, you better get the BB gun or something, or get the wrist rocket. Hey, girl. Hey, what's up, Levi? See you in the comments there.
But I just got a couple trail cams out yesterday. One of them's not working already. I think I tried to format the card. I did something with the fucking SD card, but I got one good, like really solid buck. Derek, I'll text you a picture of him.
Sweet.
Then, but other than that, I don't have any trail cams out. I did my mock scrapes. I don't have any trail cams out at my other farm on the river. Because we've gotten too much rain, so like the flood channels it's too deep to get my side by side through. So I'm waiting until we get a dry spell.
You were working on your boat a bunch,
But,
weren't you, last year?
Yeah, the boat's good.
Have
I
you
just
used
haven't
it?
Been able to use it
Oh.
not to fish. Me and cousin Brian took it to the river last year to hunt and used it for access. That was solid. But I like tripled the amount of lights I put on it because I did not have adequate lighting to navigate the Illinois River in the dark with what I had.
Yeah, when you're thinking when you're only thinking about the plan in,
Absolutely.
like
That's a big river.
you realize on the plan out, you're like, I don't think we considered all this other stuff.
Oh shit!
My buddy got hit in the back of the.
No, the ride out was great. The ride in was
Too dark.
sketchy to say the least.
Got it.
And I needed to replace the fuel filter and I didn't know, so it kept shorting out. And it only ran on full choke and then it would flood itself and I would be stuck in the middle of the river in the dark, fucking pulling, starting it over again.
Oh my god!
But I got her dick now. She's good.
You were made for the OKS 100.
What is this boat? Do you have a name for this boat? Does it have a name? Do you call it something?
Yeah, the SS Estrus.
I like that. That's great. Gotta get a big old decal.
I applied on your website to be on OKS Hunter.
What do you mean on the podcast?
No, I don't know. There's a thing on your website.
Oh, the crew.
going
We
on
got to do
Teams
something
or
with that.
whatever.
That's my bad. We're working on it. We got a plan for that.
We cut you. We looked at your
Whatever.
application for
I
45
went on-
minutes and we were like, nope.
No,
Not this
I
guy.
got to figure it out. We're working on
Yeah,
it.
you're just like the fucking Winnipeg Bombers. in the Canadian Football League.
People
You're
say
just
that all the
more-
time. You guys are just like the Winnipeg Bombers.
It's the second time I heard that this
Assholes.
week.
What else? I was going to say something else. I went on your website because Derek was wearing a hat in a video that I liked, and I was going to get it, and then I think it was sold out. Maybe. So anyway, I was at work, wasting the taxpayers' dollars, shopping online, and fucking around, and then I started going through. I clicked on all the random shit on your website,
There's a lot
and
of
I
it.
have one grievance to file, and I also have one question.
It's all Tyler's fault.
I'll start with my
I had nothing to do with
Yeah,
this.
start with the grievance. What's the complaint?
All right, I'll start with the grievance. You have a drop down box or a drop down clicker thing on your website that says the OKS network or whatever, and it lists all the podcasts.
Yeah. Is that working?
Dropping pins is not on that fucking list.
Did I miss that one?
What?
Because it's on our feed.
Fuck.
So I probably just didn't think about it the right way. But that's good feedback. I actually need that feedback.
Well, and also my question was, I was going to ask if you got my application, but obviously not.
I mean, it's probably there. Have I looked at it or any other ones? Probably not. Like I said, we have a whole program we're building out.
I put a whole 30 seconds of effort into it, so I think you'll be impressed.
Hey, we're gonna get to it, buddy. You're gonna get your moment to shine. We're gonna get to it.
You know, I feel bad for our pod. I always forget one. I I just do.
At least it's mine.
The way you guys got your shit set up, it's not like I can't be on the show anyway. You know, I could just call in.
You
That's,
did.
we're trying to make it accessible for people who even get cut by the Winnipeg Bombers. So I'm glad it's worked out.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about.
We see you. We see you, Brian.
Thank you. This
For
good
the
feedback.
And
people.
Thank you very much for reaching out and saying that you had the cabin available last weekend in case I needed a place to stay. I
That's
really do
nice.
appreciate
We
that.
do have a dropping pin sweatshirt though.
Yeah, the hoodie's sick.
Yeah,
It's like super heavyweight. I think
it is.
I don't-
Is that the independent one?
I don't know what it is. It's cozy.
What? I don't have to snag one of those unless it's overpriced.
I mean, it's not. It shouldn't be. We don't make money.
It's only like $150.
Okay.
For you, $300.
For
Well, Derek will sign
100
it. Derek will
for
sign it.
$150, it better come with a brick of gold and Super Bowl tickets.
It comes with me inside of it.
We should. Do you think we could sell some merch with lottery tickets? Would that be frowned upon? Like, it's not gambling. We're just giving them away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun for people. Like, get in the hoodie pocket, like, holy
You have
shit,
to-
it's a scratch off.
You have to put a note that says, do not scratch these as like a liability.
There's a lottery ticket idea. Just do like a buck rub, scratch the tree,
Oh, that's cool.
see if you win.
Do that for Foam Fest. Everybody scratches it
So
up.
Derek, did you find Derek?
Yeah.
Derek,
What?
did
What?
you find anything good last week?
No.
Last weekend?
Spikes and forks.
Not
buddy.
that he's going to talk about on here.
Spikes and forks. No, I already. You missed
talked
it in the
about it.
beginning. I said I found a pretty good one.
Good. Well, I mean, I wasn't listening in the beginning. Literally, I called in the moment Instagram told me you were live.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to anything.
Well,
else.
I'm just not telling your frickin' cousin. Don't tell him.
Tell him.
No, you can't tell him. 'Cause
I'm
he'll
not-
end up dead.
Yeah, I'm not telling him.
I liked his booth setup. It looked really great. The Good Sit booth was a really well put together booth for wherever he was. Was he at the Mobile Hunter Expo?
Yeah, where is that in Ohio?
Yeah.
You didn't go to that, did you, Brian?
Yeah, I was supposed to go, but I had to work 2 of my 3 jobs
Oh, okay.
last weekend. Yeah, I took off my main job because I've got so much PTO to burn, but
So you can work your other
and
jobs.
I had to work. Yeah, I had to work.
I've
the
never had
other
to take PTO to work another job. That's not entirely true. This is a job. I guess I've done that.
No. I took the show was Thursday through Sunday, or setup day was Thursday, and then the show ended Sunday. I took Thursday off because I was going to work Wednesday night, meet him at his house, leave midday, drive to Ohio, set up the booth in the afternoon. Well, actually, we probably would have had to leave in the morning, so I wouldn't have got any sleep. I'd have slept on the way there, set our shit up, worked the weekend, but I had to work Saturday at one of my jobs, and I was off. I was already off work from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Had to work one of my jobs on Saturday. Then I worked overnight, so I had extra hours. I had to work like 14 hours, and then Sunday I didn't get to sleep. Had to work some more, and then I got called in on Sunday because, well, actually, and also I've got, if anyone is lives in my area, I've got 2 cows that have been out since Wednesday, and I can't find the motherfuckers.
Free
I
beef
saw
steaks.
a video online of
So-
a guy completely losing his shit on his cows. I think it's viral. I don't know, but he was like, "And you." Like, it was really out of
I got a
control.
feeling
Yeah.
if Brian finds
was
these
like,
two,
is this
they're going to
you?
get a stern talking to.
I gotta find that video. It really
No,
chewed
if
me up.
I find them, I'm fucking hooking up the gooseneck and they're going straight to the sale barn, and I will wait in the fucking parking lot until the sale barn opens. I'm so over it. I am so sick. I'm so sick and fucking tired of these 2 cows.
What are the cows' names that have gotten out so we can identify them properly?
I don't. They're new ones. They're new to us. So one of them was supposed to be a replacement heifer for one we just sold, and we're fucking done with this bitch.
So I thought, like, everyone that has cows are just really angry at the cows.
It's an emotional
It's pretty
occupation,
great.
being a cattle farmer.
Yeah. I gotta find this fucking video. I gotta share it with you, dude.
Yeah. So if anyone sees my 2 cows, they got orange fucking ear tags, and they're in someone's cornfield. But anyway,
I mean, I've had my dog get away before, but
So-
never a cow. This is next level, dude.
there was no holes in the fence either. They just a coyote or something. must
They
have spooked them,
Houdini'd.
and they just ran through the electric fence.
Oh my god. We hate this bastard.
Oh, I
We're
hope you
outta here.
find him, man.
Me too. I spent a whole shift chasing them. You know how embarrassing it is to have. You know how embarrassing it is to have to call the sheriff's office that you work at to report your own cows missing, and then spend an entire shift, chasing your own cows.
That's really awesome.
Oh,
no, I
yeah.
can't say I know what that feels like, but I'm really enjoying you explain it.
I have a feeling your coworkers are not going to let you live that one down.
Okay,
No,
it's this
probably
video where
not.
this
I had
dude,
2
the
of
cows
them.
are in
They
front of his truck, and the dude freaking loses his shit. Hold on, I think the audio will come through my phone. I'm gonna play a snippet of this. I think. Ready?
I am so sick and flippin' tired of this every gosh dang day. You little hyena acting sons of bitches! Get out of here! Stand in front of my goddamn feed truck like you want ran fucking over! What are you looking at, you red butthole? Maybe if you guys would take care of your motherfucking kids, I wouldn't have to! Bunch of disobedient buttheads. You know what? I'm just gonna start running over your kids. I'm just gonna start running your kids over, and then you're gonna blame me when you should have been fucking watching them, Regina. I am at my wit's end. 83, you look stoned. You been on the peace pipe again? I bet so. We're gonna test your urine before we give you another welfare check, honey. And you, I'm gonna send you to Israel. And you're all right. You're a good mother.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to wrestle Jeff.
I didn't get any of that.
oh no, you have to watch.
Oh.
You have to play it back.
Oh, we're
I
both
can't-
crying. Oh, we'll send it to you, Brian.
Don't play it.
It
Don't
could have
play
been
it
the
back.
same person. Do you
Just
see what I'm
send it to me.
saying? Do you
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
well
Is this how
said.
everyone talks to their cows?
Oh, we'll send it to you. It's a good one, man. This guy's really feeling it. This is what I picture Brian doing, walking
Yeah.
through the cornfield.
Anyway.
Yes, sons of bitches.
Oh, all right. My stomach hurts from laughter. Thanks for the call, buddy.
No problem. I had something else I was going to say and I forgot. Oh yeah, and then about the show in Ohio. So he
Oh yeah.
he spent a lot of time and effort on the booth and shit, and he just launched his new I don't forget what he calls it, the crisscross thing that attaches all your shit together. I can't remember what the fuck he called it. He's gonna get so pissed at me.
He needs to do that on this show. You guys should drive up here and be on the podcast together. That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
You're
not even that far.
that would be.
Uh-huh. You can spend the night here.
Yeah, they're gonna need to. We'll have to get some cots.
But anyway, so I couldn't go on Thursday with him. So then I had to work Saturday and Sunday morning. So I had to cancel the whole weekend. But he called me Sunday morning, pretty butthurt about the turnout, I guess. Or maybe not the turnout, but
The sales?
yeah.
You got to make a better product. If you want to sell product, you got to make a product.
Is that what was going on?
No. I mean,
just
like
kidding.
the amount of maybe it was just because it was 3:30 in the morning. He didn't expect to be up that early, but he sounded butthurt about the turnout of the show, like how many people were there.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm
Trade shows are tough, man. Like they're, it's not a walk in the park, and it takes a lot to break even at those things. If you're selling if you get into like the average order value, if it's not big enough, you're not going to make your nut. You might break even, or we don't really ever break. We finally did last year, I think, for the first time ever, but barely. Like, I mean, we actually made money, but like not anything to write home about. Like, I think we're finally up like $100, and that's a lot of trade show
Right.
booth cost, gas, room and
Hotels.
lodge, food, like all of those things, plus cost of goods sold, and then shipping to get the goods there and send them all back. It's like, holy shit! I guess we didn't make any damn money. What's going on here? But no, it's cool.
Oh, the
Good to hear
Cubs
from you.
game just popped on the radio, so my phone disconnected again.
Damn it. I'm gonna send
But
you the cow
anyway,
video. You're gonna
so-
laugh. I think. Well, I hope you would. I think you could.
Okay,
could
and I was
resonate with
supposed to send you some. I was supposed to text Derek a picture of the
Yeah,
buck.
send
Yeah,
me big buck pictures. I'll send you a picture maybe if I feel like it.
Derek, when you were at my place, did you ever hunt the hot corner?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Well, if you come back this year,
What about
if
me?
you come back
I'm
this
chopped
year,
liver.
you'll have to sit the hot corner. That's where this camera's at.
You're a true pal. You're a good friend.
We had to move the stand like 10 yards because the tree it was in has been in for 10 years is dead.
I think I remember somebody
it's
mentioned
super
that.
dead.
I think somebody mentioned that last
Yeah,
year.
it's
They're fearing for their
deader.
life or something.
It's been getting it's been getting deader every year.
It's gonna fall over soon.
Oh, all right, man. I'll send you some pictures and the funny little meme here. You send me your pictures.
All right, deal. I'll talk at you guys later.
All right.
Thanks for the call.
Thanks for the
and
call,
laugh.
bud.
That was good.
See ya.
See ya.
Are there any more? So the other person didn't call in yet. They probably don't want to now.
How do you beat that?
That cow thing's out of control.
How do you that video?
Have you never seen that before?
No, I've never seen that
What
before.
is happening?
Regina?
That's why I asked what the cow thing
When
was.
he
'cause
name dropped that cow, that was epic. That was almost like it didn't feel scripted, but it was just brilliant.
Very therapeutic for that guy to just be
Brilliant.
unloading on his cows like that.
That's
verbally,
therapy. Just
yeah.
going and yelling at a bunch of cows.
Holy crap. I wasn't ready for that to be that funny. I don't remember watching the whole thing. Why do you hunt, Derek? And then we'll wrap
Right?
her
Just
up.
now we'll go serious. Okay, well, prepare your answer because obviously I'm asking you.
I answered
And then
mine
we'll
on
ask.
I answered mine on a different podcast recently. which
Did
made
you?
me think about it for you. So I don't know if I want to answer it yet. I think I'll wait.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Maybe I will.
Well, then
see.
we'll ask David. Why do I hunt now? Like, not why I started. Like,
I think-
what is my reasoning now? What keeps me going?
Yeah, it's a very holistic question.
I
You know-
feel like
it's
I
like-
have a pretty shitty answer to be honest.
Like start with the end in mind, kind of like
Yeah,
mantra.
yeah,
Like if you
okay.
get all the way back to like, what is if I stripped all the stuff away, like what is the core essence of why you do it? Is it because you're a dirtbag and you just love to challenge yourself? Is it because
It's
Like, I don't
yeah. I think the answer is a lot more selfish than I would like it to be.
that's okay?
Like I was
That's
thinking about
fair.
it. And I'm like,
I
man,
think that's a true
the
thing
deer
for some of
camp
us.
aspect and hanging out with my buddies, blood trailing with you guys, like that is one of my absolute favorite parts. But if that was all gone and no one I knew hunted or joined me, I would still do it 100%. I know I would. So like that can't be the main reason because I would still do it even if none of my friends did it.
Mhm.
It makes it so much better and more enjoyable that they do. And I have like a great group of people to do it with. But I think that the answer is much more selfish. It's like my way of being like viable. It makes me feel like I'm like
Of worth to something.
kind of like he talked about the competitive edge. Like he, didn't make it in football, playing the pros, bar league, softball, fast pitch. Like that wasn't working out. But like we all like have to have something that we feel like we're good at or that we're competent, that we enjoy. And like the mental side and the physical side, the emotional side of hunting, all of those things just freaking do it for me. Like if I am ever feeling in any sort of way, there's something I can do at any time of the year that will help me in deer hunting. So like I always have an outlet all year. It's not just the seasonal. It's not just during softball season or whatever. Like there's something I can do at any time of the year. And it is really, really freaking challenging. Like to target and like, you know what I mean? Like to go into areas that are heavily pressured public and like try to find the like big old bucks. I know like we're welcoming of all of them, but like that challenge part, I just freaking love that. Like learning new shit, traveling to different places, busting your ass. It's like running in the heat. Like you do it all the time because there's something in you that just like makes you feel like you earned it. Like this is a mental thing that I just love the challenge. I love thinking of it. It's like a puzzle that's constantly changing. Pieces are not what they seem. And like people are taking pieces and adding new ones constantly. And that kind of puzzle, like I just really freaking love trying to solve it. And then the physical aspect of like me, I do everything the stupid way, like the hard way. Like, and like that part just makes it more enjoyable. doing something ridiculous to accessing a spot with a canoe that you don't need a fucking canoe to access. Like, I don't know. I just like it. So I think my answer is kind of selfish, that like, it challenges me in a way that I need to feel challenged in, that I don't get just in my everyday life and everyday work environment. It provides kind of everything that I need it to for me to feel like, I don't know,
You can exist here.
yeah, like for me to feel like I'm really like giving it and like living.
Mhm. Yeah, there's a quote from Into the Wild with Christopher McCandless.
Yep.
Like, you have to feel like, as humans, sometimes I feel like we at least challenge ourselves like once. And in hunting, I think you get an opportunity to do it continuously.
Yeah.
But it's like once a year, you have this moment where you get to really show up. I'll take a stab at the answer. And I don't know that I answered it directly, because that wasn't the particular question, but I kind of like carved that into a response. And there's I read a book within the last year. I don't remember when. I think it's called like Time Management for Mortals or something. And it broke into like, we only have so many weeks to live on this earth, and it's actually a really small number. And it starts to like put things into perspective as to how you use your time when it's not really, nothing matters. It's all pretty fleeting. And it somewhere in there, it talked about like, we actually are expressions of time. Like, we are time to some degree, because we can only experience in the present. So hold on to that nugget of presence for a second. And but much like that book states something along the lines of, we're expressions of time, or like time comes from us as we work our way through the world and navigate it. Hunting is something that I don't know how to say this. It's just in me. It's just an expression that comes out. Like, I don't know how it got there. I wasn't influenced that heavily around it. I just have been drawn to it because I think it's there, and that's how it comes out. And like, I need to go exercise that feeling. And so I'll back up even more. And this is where the answer gets a little heavy. And it's because when I was a kid growing up, I was just drawn to outdoor stuff all the time. I had the fire department called on me several times for like, I wasn't starting forest fires. I wasn't what an arson or what. I wasn't like doing bad things, but I was out in the woods building forts. And of course, every fort had to have a fire pit. So I did get compliments from the fire department that my fire pit was well built and well contained, but you can't do that.
But please stop.
Like, not good idea. And I think that happened to me 3 times. You think I would learn, but I was just doing my thing. And to some point, somewhere in there, I watched whatever was on Saturday morning. Antenna TV, there was some outdoor stuff, and the catalogs that would come there, like the Sears catalog for the BB guns and all that stuff. I just loved it. And yes, my dad hunted, but there was a spell in my life where he was not around. And in that spell of life, I also like was subjected to some pretty hellish environments. And that's a term that I'm going to use, because like kids probably shouldn't be exposed to your mom doing hardcore drugs and doing very bad things to get those drugs, and therefore getting evicted from where you live to be on the streets
in a horrible situation.
So literally like homelessness. And where I found peace and solitude was going outside. But I wasn't a hiker. Like, I wasn't going outside. I was like climbing trees and pretending I was deer hunting. That's a little weird. It's a little weird when you have that. Like, but at that point, my dad hadn't shown me that. And he'd hike through the woods with me with whitetail here and there. We would go like look for deer and shine for deer. So there's a little bit of that component, but I never learned anything about hunting yet. I knew that he would go hunting, like for a season of time. You'd go up north for bow hunting, but dad was gone for that duration. I didn't even know what, I don't know what that means. And so in that time frame, that's where I felt like I have this thing in me I need to go do, but also when I go do it, it's this thing that it was the only thing that was right in the world for me. It's the only place I could go that I could depend on. Like,
it was consistent.
It was consistent. It was neutral. It was literally getting the gear to neutral. And so when I go hunting, do I want to kill an animal? Yeah, because I've always envisioned that. Even when I was pretending to hunt deer, I always was envisioning that. And I don't know if it's like I don't know where that comes from when I say it's in my bones. I think that's what I mean. Like, it's also where I can be the most present in life and everything else fades. So I don't have to, there's nothing else to really think about. When you're actively canoeing down a river, as an example, in some cases upstream, or when you're like hiking through the nasty swamps and your hip flexors are burning, you're really not thinking about other things.
True.
It's so I talked about this with bow hunting when I was with David. I was like, there's not a lot of other things going in my mind other than releasing this arrow. So then you have the presence of nature, the neutrality of it, the calmingness of it, the draw to it, it's in my bones. I'm present in the pain of the suffering of getting to the spot and doing the thing and taking in all the stuff and hearing the sounds. And then you throw an archery on top of it, which is another thing that concentrates your focus to something that's like, this is the only thing that's happening in this moment. There's no past, there's no future, there's just now. And therefore your mind is at a level of peace that I don't think you can achieve by doing anything else. You're never going to get that level of acute mindfulness by doing fucking meditation or yoga or hiking. Just, I don't, someone might challenge me and prove me wrong. And maybe I'm open to hearing that. I just wholeheartedly think that would be really hard to have an argument to tell me that something is going to take up more mental power and a heightened sense of adrenaline. Your capillaries are open, your veins are going. Like, there's a response physiologically, neurologically, emotionally, spiritually that's flowing together that, like, this is what we're meant to do.
Which is,
so that's my answer.
we talk. Yeah,
Why
no,
do I
that's
hunt?
a fantastic,
I cannot explain it, but it's something
it's a
in there.
phenomenal answer. I knew yours would be really fucking good. I knew you had a really good one baked in there.
Fuck you,
And I'm not
Regina.
gonna fucking talk about it. Yeah, you are. It's gonna be fucking epic.
I just
That
wasn't
was
sure if
great.
I was ready to go there.
No, dude, we talked about this before, and other people have, but like that instinctual aspect of like, this is what we are supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about that. And like you mentioned, the meditation, and there's like lots of other activities that include adrenaline, like jumping out of an airplane. You're probably not thinking about a lot
I've
else.
done it. You're
Yeah,
not.
I've done it also. Like your freaking heart's beating, but it is not the same as when you take the life of a deer. Like,
Yep.
it's not, and not just like any animal. Is like,
It's a big animal, big eyes. Like,
it's different. Like, it hits you different than any other adrenaline.
yeah, when that
fix you
moment
can
actually
get.
happens, yeah.
And like, you can be really mindful and focused on things if you meditate, but like all of those
Harnessing
things that
all
you
that to
mentioned
action.
put into this one focal point that is something that's instinctual, that like helps us survive, that like no matter what you want to argue that we're not supposed to eat meat because we're blah blah blah, we're made to eat plant, like I have freaking huge canine teeth. I think I'm put here to eat freaking meat. Like that just, it's everything in the natural world coming together, and you did a really good job talking around that.
I think I blacked out. I
that
don't really know what I
It
said.
was- yeah,
so.
no, yeah, I think you freaking nailed it.
Yeah, I think if you were to meditate and quote unquote, like I'm reading the book right now, Striking Thoughts by Bruce Lee, he talks about like emptying your mind and being an empty cup so you have room to do very interesting. If I had full mindfulness and presence and meditation, that's like a soft place to have that experience. I think hunting is a hard place to have that experience. And what I think I'm trying to say and mean by that is, if you could empty your mind of all of the things like you do in meditation, but like you said, harness it to centralize and focus it on taking an action while also in that mental space,
Mhm.
and that mental space is because of the action you're taking, that's different. That's different.
I agree.
Taking action around meditation is like, yeah, I feel like it's like shooting your target in your backyard is different than the real moment of shooting a deer. Like that's a perfect scenario. You have the calming machine and the fucking lights and the breathing and everything's fine. You got to do all that same shit, but right here we got to go take a life. Quite different. You know, you can get all that shit down when you're shooting your target in your backyard and like get all the reps in, and that's really good. And you should do those things, but you do that so that you're ready for the moment.
Mhm.
Like-
so you're more
comparing,
prepared.
like-
I don't think you're actually like ever ready, you know, because your heart is not beating when you're shooting the target. I don't even care if you sprint; it's a different feeling.
Yeah.
But you're more prepared for sure.
Yeah.
And
I'm not comparing those two things for that sake. I'm just
Yeah.
talking about the meditation of it. Like
yeah, the mental aspect.
you're not. I'm trying to again argue that you're not getting as much out of meditation as you would if you're just bow hunting.
And obviously, there's different reasons for everyone. And I think if you posted this like on social, like why do you hunt? You get like for the meat.
There
Like,
should be
you-
different
You'd
reasons.
get all these different reasons, but like I tried to whittle it. Like I don't just hunt for the meat. Definitely not. Like
No.
I don't. That's
I
not
love the
I
meat,
don't get
and
up
that's a part of it
2 hours before light
because I need
because I'm
freezer.
gonna like go to spots that's just gonna get me meat. Like that's not the real reason for me. And we're
And some people do. Some people might have a very unromantic,
sure.
like, I don't fucking know what
Just
you
go
just
out
said,
there
Eric.
and get
I
the
really
first
just
one."
want to go get some meat. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You are way overthinking this, dude. What the fuck? I don't operate at an emotional level like that. I don't care about it that much. I like to get the meat. More power to you. I love the meat. Also, hunting for meat is stupid.
Cost-wise?
Because like it doesn't add up. It's not cheaper. How much do we spend on hunting? How much do we think about hunting? How much work is it? Like by the time that you put in for all of the equipment, all the ammunition, all the gear, all the time, all the scouting, all the PTO, everything, the cost on the relationships around you, like by the time you drag that deer out and you go get it processed or you do it yourself, like the fuck it's cheaper than meat, man. Like, I don't know, but maybe it is. Like, if you're really getting that much meat and
It's
you're not
definitely
going to
the
the
good
grocery store, then like I would then argue, then if you are doing that and not then also buying beef, then you're probably right. But if you hunt and buy beef, then that's not a freaking argument.
Yeah, it's way cheaper.
And I'm happy to hear that argument. I think it's a fine one because I hear it all the time and it's fine. But if I were to really challenge on that, like, no.
I will say
Not
that I
usually.
mean, all the organic labels on everything and, grass-fed, pasture-raised,
You pay more for that shit.
there is no more like the people who are like,
Correct.
the really like anti-hunting, like there is no more freaking natural food source than you can get than going out
Yeah,
and
you think
grabbing
that
your
those
own food.
people
And
we'd
I
have
don't-
more in common with.
There could be foraging or
Yep.
hunting, but like you got to realize those are the same types of things.
Yeah.
You're taking what the land, what nature, what God has provided, and you're feeding your family with it.
Yeah.
And that is the way it's meant to be.
Yep.
Argue with me if you want, but I know they're buying all the shit in stores, it's processed in bags, boxes. That's not what we're meant to be consuming.
No.
That's just not.
No. It's deteriorating our societal fabric.
The Health Insurance
degree.
Institution of America would probably frickin' agree.
Yeah, sucks. There needs to be more of this. So why do you hunt? If you've listened this far and you've made it this far in this podcast, you haven't called in yet. This happened 2 episodes ago. I made a remark about Spotify and we got a whole bunch of comments, more than average for us. So it's all relative. But if you feel brave enough and you feel like you got enough in you on the thumbs or the keyboard, and you want to type why you hunt, whether you listen on Spotify or YouTube, those are 2 places that will take comments. You can't do it on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, but I'd love to hear the answer and I will respond to everybody like I had in the last one. So I'd be really curious to hear it if you feel like sharing. And also if you love the show or think this is for you and you're on Apple or some other platform, a rating and review does go a long way. It does mean a lot to us. So I
And we
appreciate
read
that
them.
too.
We love-
do. We really
yeah,
do. It's good feedback too.
We always send them back.
Like the
and forth.
feedback about our website not having the right shit. So go listen to Dropping Pins too, which will just be the next episode in this feed whenever we get to it.
Yes.
So I don't have anything else. Go sign up for Foam Fest if you're local or if you're close enough where you think you can make it. That'd be great. If you have something busy happening, see if you can shuffle your schedule around, make it happen. It'll be a lot of fun. And then right on the backside of that, on the 22nd of August, we have our seminar with all the really awesome dudes, Pierce Nels, Brian Dombrowski, Derek Melkor, and Matt Strime
Yes, sir.
here at our studio. So very exciting stuff for us. As you can imagine, we've not had anybody here in that type of capacity before. So a new thing for us.
Be fun.
And new podcast coming on deck. Stay tuned. We'll be making a post about that when that happens. It'll take some time because it's a lot of work, but we'll get there. Thanks,
right.
everybody.
Have a good night.